Hello. Hi, John, Bhaiya ji, Kiddo, Abhishek ji. What's up? How's it going? How's life? Hmm. Yeah, of course. Why you like this? Life is life in. Have fun. Hi, Chunky. How's life going, guys? The same as every other day. I worked, I streamed. Hi, Radan. What's up? How you been? Haven't seen you in a few days. Hi, Edzio. No. I don't have people to go out with. It is okay. Hi, GK. Yeah, this year's gone by too fast. It's gone by too fast. Another half year already wasted. Thank you, man. Oh, that's nice. It is pretty annoying. Time is very weird. Anyway, this game also is not something people are going to enjoy. KCD 2 is better to play on mouse and key, honestly. Anyway, yeah, this is not something a lot of people are going to enjoy. It is like a slower game. It is like like detective, like not exactly detective, but we are a prosecutor, so it'll be fun. Of course, there's a narrative to go with it. But yeah, this is all I know. But there's gonna be a lot of documents and all that we have to read and stuff, and then come to a conclusion. Could be the wrong conclusion. It's not like Sherlock Holmes where whatever you decide, they will figure out a way to make it correct. No, in this one, you can, I think, be wrong. And I think it is based on like real history post World War, where certain Nazis had to answer for the crime, tracking them down and stuff, and actually having a case against them and things like that. So it's got to do with that. So it'll be fun. I enjoy these kind of games. And of course, you are a woman doing all of this, by the way. So it will be slightly more difficult because obviously, us time pe it was even worse. Hello, Aryan. Welcome back. I have not, Aman. I have not played it. Quite possible. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. मैं बहुत randomly मैंने देखा था ये on my क्या बोलते हैं ऐसे randomly scroll कर रही थी तब and it was on sale for like 150 rupees or something and I'm like I must try this out. So I did buy it and now I'm finally playing it. Hi Arrogant, what's up? अभी कोई I'm hoping कोई अभी आके नहीं actually और फिर like पूरा science explain करने नहीं शुरू हो जाए. It's fucking irritating. Hi Shiv, hi Nick. Oh, that's been a while. That's been more than a month, I think. But anyway, I remember ek baar I was just having like a random conversation about, you know how in Interstellar when they go in space and they see these like crazy fucking things. Now I know you're not gonna probably see it, yeah. But I was like, imagine how cool would that? Like, actually, you can't see them. Like that's why I use the word imagine. तू भी spaceship में travel नहीं करने वाला उधर. But imagine. बहुत irritate होता है मेरे को. Oh no. Well, you should contact Creo for providing you with bad quality product. How dare the wire break already? How old is this product? And do you use it well? I have one Creo product though, like it's nice. One year? Damn. 1 year में टूट गया? That's crazy. Is it? I've heard very mixed reviews about Creo products. Like I have only one from them, which is their slab light. What do you mean? I was like, what's going on in Death Stranding? I predicted the story midway through the game. I think you're confusing me with somebody else, Pai. But yeah, I've heard such mixed reviews about Creo that like I don't know if I want to get it because I was thinking of eventually like changing my keyboard because this one is a bit ugh, at this point. Like sometimes it doesn't work properly. I didn't spoil mouthwashing. So it's overpriced. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one too, Radan. I mean, I don't want to get IEMs. I was into IEMs for a while, but then I started getting like an ear infection sort of thing. So I just moved back to headsets. Plus, I just love these so much. I love open back. They just sound so good. And sound is such an important aspect for me in games and all. So I do want to experience the best possible sound. So these just work out the best. I love typing on a typewriter, by the way. And need an open back to keep an eye out while keep an ear out. Forward coffee's up to Kali. I had to get up because she was playing with a spoon at 1 in the morning. नीचे वाले complain करते हैं फिर. Spoon से क्यों खेल रही है? I have a toy for her. I have so many toys for her, but no, she wants to play with a fucking spoon. क्यों है ऐसी वो? अजीब, पागल. They are. Hi, Fareen. They're so stupid and so funny. They're not real. Like the kind of things cats do, I swear, is just not real. कुछ भी करते हैं. Oh no. Epilepsy warning. Subtitles on, yes. Oh. No, I haven't played Days Gone. Okay, have fun, enjoy your work. Okay, what should we go for? Investigator or prosecutor? Should we make it as difficult as possible? Order investigator. क्या करे बताओ? I can't decide because I have nothing. I have no idea. Okay, we can adjust it a bit game. So if it gets too difficult, we can. Oh. I'm not changing anything. See, oh, okay. Oh, so I need to find the paragraph. Okay, we'll just go with this. Zarurat padi, we'll change it later. Oh, so they've changed all the name except for Fritz. Okay.
Frankfurt, West Germany, 1956.
It's voice acted. Let's go.
11 years after the end of World War II, many crimes of the Nazi era still go unpunished. The perpetrators of these crimes are walking free. Many judges, prosecutors, and police officers have already served under the Nazis. Now they have no interest in prosecuting their former comrades for actions similar to their own. For the victims of these crimes, this is unbearable. To end this, Attorney General Fritz Bauer establishes a special unit of young prosecutors with no ties to the old regime. I am Esther Katz. I am one of these prosecutors. We are investigating Nazi crimes and bringing perpetrators to justice. Not to avenge, not to heal, but to show that there are laws that apply to all. It doesn't make us popular. Most want to forget. Some want us to shut up. But they cannot stop us. Nothing belongs to the past. Everything is still present and can become the future again.
Oh, this is very interesting setup. I'm not going to be able to pronounce a lot of things properly, guys, so I apologize for that, abhi se. Simply because I don't know how to say German things.
First day. You've got this, Katz. No point in waiting. I'm not here for an appointment. Looks more like somebody's home than a prosecutor.
Yes, it's after the World War. It is basically making people pay for their crimes. We are trying to track down former Nazis
Hello?
and getting them to...
Anybody here?
Like, we're prosecuting
Not
for
much of a
them
welcome
their
party.
crimes. That's the
Hello?
whole game.
Anybody here? Not much of a welcome party. The door is locked. The door is locked.
मैं बैठी हूँ हाँ. Of course. Only the kitchen is open. What did they mean by this? Hi, Cosmic. Okay, Catholic soldiers to receive up to 3 days of special leave. Okay, इसमें ना I think I'll have to like pay attention to everything थोड़ा बहुत. Maybe not. I don't know. Japan continues its peace treaty negotiations. Okay, okay.
Not the cleanest of places.
We're on the good side. We are Germans. We are trying to... we are the ones, we're prosecutors. So because the other soldier, like other officers and all, they were also serving under the Nazis, right? So they didn't want to prosecute their own. That's what the intro was all about. So they have set up a team that has no relation to like Nazis and stuff, and we're one of them. This is after the war has been done.
Now, where have I...
Good morning.
Oh, hello. Good morning. Sorry,
I like this comic art style thingy.
You must be Miss Katz, right?
I'm glad it's voice acted.
Esther Katz, yes, that would be me. And you are?
Paula Fisher. Hello. I'm a legal assistant here for Mr. Bauer's team. Well, the legal assistant. We're a bit understaffed at the moment.
It's nice to meet you, Paula.
Oh, it's my pleasure, believe me. I've brought you this week's newspaper and a letter that arrived for you. Anyway, I should probably be going. I'll be at my desk if you need anything. You'll find me. Or through the intercom. We just had the whole system installed. It made my life so much easier.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
Mr. Bauer wants to talk with you once you've acclimatized. His words, not mine. He should be arriving soon for that matter, so should the rest of the team.
I see. Very well then. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on our team, Miss Katz.
All right then. First encounter, check. Time for me to settle in. The last holiday we spent together as a family.
I don't think
I'm
they
so
would
glad
allow...
Dad made us do it. Franz was such a show-off that summer. Always trying to impress the girls. I wish you were here, big brother. Look at that. Written evidence of all those sleepless nights. And the ton of coffee. But here I am. I finally made it. Pretty sure it was all worth it. I'm not letting you down. I swear. A new job deserves a fresh job.
Thank God we have a...
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
Oh no, I didn't read it. I mean, I
No
read
sooner.
it. I
The
just
line
didn't
must
care.
be dead. Maybe I should talk to Paula about it.
It didn't seem worth responding to.
Miss Katz, how?
I tried to use the phone before, but it looks like the line is dead.
Oh, I'm afraid your phone hasn't been connected just yet. It
Why
should
is
be
she
done
afraid?
by next week. Sorry for the inconvenience. The intercom works though, so you can always talk to me. Do you need something else?
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
The door is locked.
Abey, I was supposed to meet
The
him.
door is locked.
Whoa. Cool shit. क्या अनपैक नहीं किया अबे मैंने? Oh. My dear daughter. I'm not reading the whole thing. It's nice. I think she's still getting used to the fact that her daughter is working a job and not tending a family. ऐश कहाँ रहता है games के वक्त? मेरे को बता.
Hello?
Mr. Bauer is ready for you. He says at your own time. With him, that means as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'd better get going then.
Good luck.
I can't believe this is a 150 rupee game. Well, 500 ki hai. But like, I can't believe I paid 150 for this.
Miss Katz, welcome to the front line.
Good morning, Dr. Bauer.
Just Mister. We're working together. My name, as you already know, is Fritz Bauer, General Prosecutor. Much to the displeasure of the public, I insist on investigating the many crimes committed under the NSDAP. Most of them, of course, have long since gone cold. And nobody out there truly wishes for us, for you, to solve them. Or frankly, to even touch them.
क्या लेने गए थे?
A rather thankless job, may I say. Are you up for it?
Why does he actually look like the guy from Up?
I am, and I'm well aware of this.
You see, I'm not entirely sure of that. But no matter. Miss Katz, I believe I have the perfect case for you to start with.
I'm listening.
Hans Naumann, an older gentleman, shot just before the end of the war.
This guy's not a bad person.
Why does this fall under our jurisdiction?
The suspects. According to the victim's wife, her husband was taken by uniformed men for no reason. He never came back. His body was found in a forest nearby after the war. Shot in the head.
I assume this isn't the first time she brought this case up?
No, it's
Or
not.
Ben, yeah.
Miss Naumann reported her husband's death to the police. A case was opened. The public prosecutor's office investigated members of the NSDAP local group. They're suspects. However, no charges were pressed. Based on the investigation, Hans Naumann was lawfully executed.
And how did they reach this conclusion?
That you can learn from the documents. The first thing that I'll need you to establish is why Hans Naumann was taken. Depending on the answer, we'll see if the case warrants a full investigation. I asked Mrs. Fisher to prepare a file. It should probably already be on your desk. I suggest you familiarize yourself with it and invite the widow to give a statement. Mrs. Fisher should be able to help you with that. It might also be wise to check the archives. You never know what is hidden in these old boxes. Maybe something about this official order mentioned in the discontinuation report. Ask Mr. Bournemouth for the keys. I believe he has a spare set. Good luck, Miss Katz.
Right. Get the keys, check the files, and invite the first witness. And I'll need a refresher on the Nazi hierarchy. Understanding the chain of command will be crucial. Paula did say to ask her if I needed anything.
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
I need you to invite a potential witness.
Hi, Kazuma.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Ludmilla Naumann, the victim's widow. I want to hear her version of what happened.
Of course. I'm on top of it. Anything else?
I need some additional files.
Something specific?
I need more details regarding NS organizations. Chains of commands, ranks, and badges. Anything you can get your hands on.
What the fuck is this conversation?
Of
What
course,
is
I'll
wrong
get
with
right
you
to
guys?
it. Anything else?
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Here if you need anything.
What is wrong with you?
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
Thank you, Paula.
Here if you need...
Oh, hello. Oh, please, forgive the mess. I'm afraid I didn't have the time to clean up. Miss Katz, right?
Esther Katz, nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine. Christoph Olmuth. Christoph, preferably. I try to be on first-name basis.
Is that usual here?
Not from what I can tell.
Let's stick to the usual then, shall we?
We are a small team.
I'll tell
I'd
you
love to
one
tell you
thing.
that we are small and tight-knit, but, well, happy to
Someday-
have more people join the fight. Especially
I
someone
will
like you.
probably, maybe, let's say, my channel gets slightly bigger and I get into an interview with something or someone like that and they ask me about my community. Do you have any idea? I will have nothing to say. How do I tell them that my community is full of horny shits?
Mr. Bauer said you have the keys to the archive?
I do. We all. Oh, despair. I tend to keep 2
दिमाग
sets,
खराब है
as I'm
सबका. कैसे
somewhat
बताऊं
prone
मैं?
to displacing them. Just let me find it. And there it is. The master key. Be aware of its gifts.
The master key?
It's from a story I used to read. You know, don't mind me. Good luck in the archives.
Okay. How do I add labels? I swear to God. He's like the only normal. Okay. The investigation into death from... मैं कैमरा ऊपर कर दूं in case you guys also want to like solve kind of. Actually, fuck it, चलेगा. You're not. A dead body was reported to the police. Okay. Oh, ऐसे करते हैं. Deceased was unidentified. Okay. High fallen players. I would read all of this out loud, but I don't think you give a shit. I'm gonna come back to this. I wanna talk to the woman first.
Miss Katz, how?
Thank you, Paula.
Here if you need.
क्यों नहीं आई वो? कब आएगी? Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, the smell. Brings me back to all the nights at the library.
You're mad at devs that there are not a lot of World War... Bro, you want more World War IIs? Huh? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. The thing about this is that I don't know where to even begin. They भूल गए पूरा वो लोग. कुछ help नहीं है इसमें. And I wanna talk to her first.
Miss Katz, how can I?
Thank you, Paula.
Here if you need.
वो क्यों नहीं आ रही है मेरी विटनेस? कोई बात नहीं. Okay, we still need to look for a file document. Let's go there first. ओ यहाँ पे हमारे पास है. चलो ये अच्छी बात है. 28.4. Bye, Shiv. You guys got this, right? Like talking to yourself and all. Awesome. Unfiled documents देखनी है मेरे को. This is also nice. This game is very difficult, just saying. June 20. But I want to know more about this. How do you remove like this? Okay. कब आएगी? Oh, there's more stuff. मैं पागल हूँ पता है? I just realized. There are so many here. मैं एक ही जगह देख रही हूँ. I thought these are 8. But this is how I learn, right? 24.
Found them. These seem relevant to our case.
Okay. The war is over. The oppressors have lost. Do not defend the city against the allies. Avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Tear down the right flags from the roofs. Raise the white flags. Okay. Sorry, it's gonna take me a while to like just figure out the situation here.
Paula, how often do I need to tell you that my plaque belongs on my door and not on the floor?
Hi,
That voice.
Shashank.
Oh no.
And how often do I need to remind you that I am not your handyman?
Just fix my door, Paula!
Ugh, no. No. There's no way it's Peter's. Just no. I need to check it. I just... please
The
let it not
worst
be him.
she can say is no.
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
Thank you, Paula.
Here if you need.
A bit.
This better be about my door, Paula. Tell me this is a joke.
My thoughts exactly.
Falda, what are you doing here, Katz?
Funny. I was just about to ask you the same thing.
I work here, Katz. I'm Mr. Bauer's right-hand man. And I'm so sorry, but we don't really do marriage disputes for bored housewives here, you know?
Right-hand man? So what? You're his assistant? I thought you wanted to be a well-paid defense attorney. didn't get the job on account of your wonderful personality, I assume.
Just my luck. So you're the new hire, Katz.
In the flesh.
You won't
Asshole.
last a week.
This guy's such an asshole.
Oh, so you did find your confidence in the end. Or is it still going to be like that time you scored 4th in class and threw a fit?
I don't like this
Classy,
guy.
as always. You know what? I don't have time for this. Get out of my office, Katz. Try not to embarrass yourself.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
But
Miss Katz, how?
Thank you,
Here if you need.
oh, I can just leave. Okay then. ये थोड़ा शायद like थोड़ा कुछ ज़्यादा ही दिमाग चाहिए मेरे को इसमें.
Miss Katz, if you'd have a moment.
Yes, Paula?
Please tell me the
I
witnesses
found
here.
some documents you asked for. They're waiting in your inbox. Oh, and there was a call for you. Asked for you to call back. I wrote down the number, left it with the files.
I have an inbox?
We all do, apart from Mr. Peters. He demands everything be handed to him personally, as if we
Anna.
weren't already understaffed. I set yours on your
But
desk.
again,
It's where
in
I'll
that
be leaving any
time, they
letters or
don't
files for
expect
you.
women
and a daily
to
agenda, if that's needed.
Who called me?
I'm
be
afraid he
in
didn't give a name.
in
An
a
older man, I'd
workplace,
say.
right?
Sounded very proper, even if he did ignore my questions. Oh, he referred to you just by name, Esther.
Thank you, Paula. Time to get started.
अच्छा यही inbox है. I wrote down a number. Okay, cool. Following Hitler's appointment as Chancellor and NSDAP's victory, the party structure began to intertwine with okay, while state and regional governments were not online. World War is over. Anime in this game, it's over. Yes, it does require a lot of reading. So that's why I'm not reading everything out loud. I will change the camera to Upper only. Just in case you guys also want to read. So you can. But for me to read everything, it'll be bad.
I still can't believe Peters is working here. I wonder if anybody can tell me how this happened. Who do I want to call?
Hello?
Father? I didn't expect you'd call me here.
Oh, Esther, my dear, so good to hear you. Did you settle in all right?
Somehow, I doubt you just called to check up on me.
There's my smart girl. Do you remember our little talk? It must have been last month.
Is this about that job at your friend's firm? Bergman, was it?
Bergman, Kranich and Partners, yes. Bergman is one of my oldest friends. Family law, very respectable.
I'm afraid I'm not looking for another job right now.
Unfortunately, I know. It's why I have to do it. Esther, let me be very frank with you. I'm proud of you. I really am. A prosecutor at your age, with a view on women on our line of work being what it is, I'd have to be a fool not to. But your mother and I, we are worried. Do you have any idea what they say about power?
He's one of the best prosecutors in the country with a spotless record.
Just as I feared. You must broaden your horizons. Read some other magazines, perhaps. Listen to your father. Leave. Nothing good will come from this.
I make my own decisions now, Father.
Oh, my silly, silly little girl. You... No, Essie. I must apologize. I did not mean to get so passionate about this. I'm just worried. You don't know how important one's reputation
एक
is.
बार पता चल
And
गया
if
ना मेरे को
people
what
start
I'm supposed to be looking
associating with
for,
that
then
man,
it'll be easier.
I just want what's best for you, Essie.
I know, Dad.
I'm proud of you. I know I already said that, but I really am. Like you can't imagine.
Paula?
Mrs. Naumann just arrived. I showed her to the conference room.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
Oh my god!
Well, hello. And who would you be?
That's Marlene. My son turned out to be allergic, so Mr. Bauer agreed to have her stay here for now.
Looking forward to working with you, Marlene.
10 out of 10 game.
Oh, hello. Oh, I'm glad you are so cooperative.
10 out of 10 game, guys.
You must be Mrs. Naumann. Thank you for coming. My name is Esther Katz. I am one of the prosecutors in Attorney General Bauer's team.
Good morning, Miss Katz. I am very grateful that you found the time.
I've never
The
really
last
played a game like
prosecutor
this where I'm
who
like a
looked into my
prosecutor
husband's
in a
death
game.
didn't even speak to me. He dismissed the case, claiming my husband was rightfully executed as a traitor.
Did your husband do anything for which he could be accused of treason?
Of course not. The men that took him weren't even looking for him.
I see. I know it's not easy, but please take me through the day your husband was taken.
It was in April 45, only days before the Americans came.
Where were you that day?
Home. We lived in a small house. Hans was upstairs when the doorbell rang, before someone hammered against the door.
Oh, I can interact these.
When you opened the door, who was it?
There were two men. One of them was pointing a gun at me.
Do you remember what they looked like?
That's cool.
Both wore uniforms. Brown ones, if I'm
Brown
not
uniforms,
mistaken.
okay.
Were those men from the police?
No. There weren't police, and there weren't soldiers either. Maybe some kind of party officials or something. One of them was small, thin. He wore glasses, I remember that. The second man was bigger. He was the one pointing the gun at me. He seemed to be in charge.
What made you think that?
He had two golden stripes on his uniform, and he was bossing the small one around. He yelled and waved his gun around to scare me.
Let me stop you for a second. These stripes on his uniform...
Three stripes बोली थी ना वो?
Could one of these be the badge you saw?
Oh, wrong.
Let me see.
अच्छा badge ही
No,
देखना था.
I don't see it.
Can
they
I go
demanded
back?
to speak to Mr. Naumann. The gun was still there, and
I see now.
I was just so afraid I couldn't even move.
I'm dumb.
Hans came down and asked them what they wanted.
अब समझी मैं.
They demanded to know if there was anyone with us. When we said no, the smaller guy looked in the other rooms. He found no one. It was only Hans and I. Then the big one told Hans that he had to come with them for questioning.
And your husband? How did he react?
Hans remained polite the whole time. He asked them why it was necessary,
Nice.
but the man ignored him. Then everything happened so fast. The small one said they'd let him go if our son would turn himself in. Then they just herded him out, like an animal.
Dude, Violet Evergarden was...
Do you remember what time of the day it was?
We just had lunch, so it must have been
Bro,
close
this
to 1
game
PM.
just ended up being even cooler, huh?
Did you and your
मेरे को
husband live
goosebump
alone?
आया, पता नहीं क्यों.
No, there was also our son Jan. He insisted on staying with us to help around the house, at least until the end of the war. But he wasn't in. He went out in the morning before we woke up.
Can we go up? No.
Did you see something outside?
It has been a while, I'm not exactly sure. There was a car, I think. Yes, one of those big, terrible trucks.
I remember them. They were just everywhere.
Anything else I can investigate? No.
This was the last time I saw him alive. Me and my son never got the chance to say goodbye.
What was that man's comment about your son?
Jan. He was living with us at that time, but he didn't show up that night or the following. He got into some trouble. Bad trouble.
Do you think the men were looking for your son?
I believe so, yes. At least that's what they said. But the previous prosecution wouldn't hear any of it. When Jan finally came back, it was already too late. We asked the authorities about Hans, but they pretended not to know anything. After war, my husband was found dead in a forest nearby. Shot. I believe he died the same day they took him.
I would really like to talk to your son about it.
You and I both, dear. But I am afraid that's not possible. Jan died only a few months after his father. Pneumonia.
Interesting.
Hans was innocent. They killed him, and that's murder. No matter what they call it.
I hear you, Mrs. Naumann.
Please, Miss Katz. Will you find the man?
Yes, I will.
I promise. I will find out
I'm
who is
gonna fail my
responsible
first
for
mission,
your
I know
husband's
it.
death.
Thank you.
We will let you know if we have enough for an indictment. Please, Paula will help you to the door. Goodbye. I should update Mr. Bauer.
This was the one. पागल हूँ मैं, गलत evidence submit किया है मैंने. कोई बात नहीं.
Hello, Miss Katz. Any news regarding the Naumann case?
And quite surprising ones. As it turns out, he wasn't even supposed to be arrested. The men were looking for his son, Jan Naumann. When they couldn't find Jan, they took Hans instead, the father.
I assume that's what Miss Naumann told you. But are you sure she is telling the truth?
According to the files, the man they were looking for had climbed up a flagpole, torn down a flag, and beaten up a block warden when he was caught in the act. Hans Naumann was 77 years old at the time. Of course, there are older men who are in good shape, but...
We have
Pulling
evidence,
down a
no?
flag and beating someone up seems unlikely.
We also had
understand.
evidence. मैंने वही highlight किया था.
Yes.
बच्चे का
I
नाम था
see,
वो.
but
I thought
why
it was.
did the man take him if they knew he was innocent?
Considering the times, they might have been afraid of coming back empty-handed. Or they could have hoped their actual suspect would turn himself
I want to.
here
I
in
want to
this
try
fire
them. I've heard
estate.
they're really nice-ish.
Highly illegal, Even back then. Not uncommon, though. But why did they shoot the old man?
That I don't know yet. But I believe this is definitely a case for us.
It is, indeed. I will officially reopen the investigations tomorrow. You need to find out who was at the crime scene when Hans Naumann was shot. We need witnesses.
I'd start with the names mentioned in the files of the first investigation.
Excellent. Let's get this case to court, Miss Katz. And be
I like
mindful of time.
Rajma, but I
We
was
do not
talking
have
about this
nearly enough
Phoenix,
of it
right?
here. Since you have never led a case before, I want you to be prepared.
ये इतना threatening voice में बोल रहा
Mr.
है.
Peters has agreed
No!
to look over your shoulder and help you out.
Asshole.
Present your findings.
I can't believe
prove
I
the
have to
claims.
deal with the
Please
asshole.
reach out to him.
I'll do what I
Fuck.
can. I'll need Paula to get me more information on the suspects. And I suppose I should share the good news with Peters. Just great.
That poor man. She lost everyone she loved in a matter of a few months. I really hope we can help her.
I hope so too.
Anything I can do?
I need you to invite a potential witness.
I've got something that might help us with them. I looked into the NSDAP local group from the original investigation. Only a few documents survived the bombing, but I found a group photo and a member list from a few years before the incident. I took the liberty of marking the suspects.
Thank you.
One of them, Mr. Schwarz, is dead.
But can I get any of the other three?
Let me get back to you, Paula.
Sure, just let me know before you leave.
फोटो किधर है? It is. Oh damn. ग्लासेस वाला एक है. We can just get all of them, no? Yes. See? I knew it. I think I'll just call all of them. One by one. Hi, JF. Asshole.
I had a talk with Mr. Bauer. He wants us to get along, to work together.
I've heard.
Let's just be adults about it, Peters. Peters?
Yes, I've heard you, Katz. Fine. Here's what we're going to do.
I don't like this
Let's
guy.
just call it a truce. I won't interfere with your casework if you stay away from mine.
Sure.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Good. And as for this whole preparing you for court situation, I swear to God. But there is no point discussing it before you've met the witnesses anyway.
Thank you for thinking I'm a total beginner.
Oh, you're welcome. Someone has to do it, since Mr. Bauer apparently overestimates your abilities. Anyway, get through at least some of your wit. And while we're at it, don't forget to bring some evidence. I don't want us to improvise the whole thing.
Front.
Miss Katz,
Can I ask you something delicate?
of course.
Peters.
Oh, what did he do this time?
And that already answers some of my questions. He didn't do anything yet. I just found it strange to see him here. What's it like working with...
Terrible. Just... let me tell you, that man has no respect for me and my work. Or anybody else's work for that matter. Maybe, except for Mr. Bowers. But he seems simply convinced I'm just here to be his personal maid, secretary, cook. My coffee, Paula. Where are my files, Paula? What about the witness I asked 2 minutes ago, Paula? And
So
then that
Peters
damn
is a
plaque of his. Don't even
asshole.
get me started.
Is the falling plaque a popular topic?
It won't stay on the wall. I've tried everything. And that thing is either cursed or he knocks it down himself just to have something to complain about.
When did you start working for Mr. Bauer?
He was here from the very beginning. One of the first hires. Or even the first hire, according to Christoph. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Mr. Wohlmuth. Apparently, Peters volunteered as soon as Bauer was appointed district prosecutor, before there was even any talk of forming a team. I know, I don't believe that either.
How is this work? Is it any good?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. I don't even think that, really. We're lucky to have him. He's dedicated, diligent, and very good at his job. Mr. Bauer is more than happy with his results. I just wish his attitude matched his aptitude. Or that he'd clean up his notes once he's done with a file.
Thank you, Paula. I think
Wait,
he was in my class when I studied law. In several of my classes.
I'm so sorry.
That's why I was so surprised to find him here. He was just a pain. Self-centered, snarky, full of himself. Clearly only in it for the money. No ideals.
I love
Just
how
ambition
she's
and
like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, we need to get coffee at some point. And well, I don't know. Mr. Bauer does trust him for some reason, so that has to count for something, right?
I sure hope so. Thank you, Paula.
Miss Katz, how?
I need you.
Of course.
Please invite Mr. Kiebitz.
We'll reach out immediately. Anything else?
I need some addition. The member list is helpful, but I'd still need something more about our suspects. Can you get me their files?
I'll reach out to the Berlin Document Center. But, just so you know, they tend to take their time. Anything else?
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Here if you need.
There's nothing left for me to...
Yeah. But it's a good thing we always have my case file on me, so it's good.
Good morning, Miss Katz.
I like how they've added like the history and everything. Essay, random newspaper ke through. Sorry. I hope I didn't get the wrong.
Miss Katz, excuse me. The witness
Hi,
you
Lyrics
asked
of
me
Love.
to contact, Hermann Kiebitz, just arrived.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining you in a minute. Good morning. My name is Esther Katz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Bitch,
Mr.
it's me.
Kiebitz, I'm the prosecutor here.
Oh, modern times, I guess. How long will this take?
It will take as long as it takes.
It's all right, miss. I'm just asking.
Let's get started, shall we? This is about the
I know this
arrest
is
of
boring
Hans
for you
Naumann,
guys,
Munich,
but like
on
I
April
like
28,
games like this. So.
1945. According to a witness, 2 men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty, you know that?
Mr. Kiebitz, were you one of those men?
No, I wasn't. We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the men. Then they tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
A lot
The
of people
district
don't like
office.
games like
Where
this.
was it
so-
located?
We just had moved it into the basement of an old brewery, still stuffed with beer bottles and barrels. District Leader Schwarz came out and gave the command.
What command? What did he say?
He ordered us to execute the man. Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right. We followed group leader Falkman to the cell. There was tension.
This must be the cell. Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
What was Mr. Falkman doing?
Group leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. He told us to wait. Yet Shikat insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules.
Wait a second. These orders you're talking about. Are you referring to this?
Wrong
What am I
again?
looking at here? No, that had nothing to do with it.
Very well.
Oopsie. My bad.
What did he say?
He yelled he would report us to the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced, we did not dare to act.
I keep picking the wrong things. Meri
The
galti.
tension was
Second
strong.
time I've picked the wrong
Group
stuff.
leader Falkman ordered us to wait once more, but Shikat drew his gun and shot him.
Damn.
Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could
appreciate
stay
you
there
guys.
for interrogations and not get out.
Oh.
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could
Nice.
wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left, or what we managed to get out of the ruins.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. How did you ensure the energy supply?
The district struggled to produce enough energy. There were frequent power failures. For emergency, we had a generator. If worst came to worst, we used oil lamps.
They must have had petrol to run the generator, or to destroy evidence.
एक second ना guys, sorry. एक second आई, sorry. Sorry. What are you guys talking about? Hmm? Yes, I have.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact with them.
I can still hear the sirens in my head. They seem to last forever. But it may just have been a minute full of despair. If you survived it. Were there any other prisoners at that time?
Obviously, yes. We had to put the traitors somewhere. We adapted part of the storage rooms as cells.
I think I'm still missing something. Was Mr. Schwarz involved in the execution?
He gave the orders, but the members of the local group were responsible for carrying them out. Surely you can't expect a busy man like the district leader to attend every execution in person.
There was no execution order in the files I got. If it exists, I should check if I can get my hands on it. What were Mr. Schwarz's responsibilities as a district leader?
He was responsible for organizing relief measures for the party during air raids, coordinating local groups, providing food and emergency quarters. He had also found the brewery for us and organized the move.
They should consider the chain of command. Did Mr. Schwarz even get to see the victim, Hans Naumann?
Not entirely sure. He was in his office when we brought the perpetrator.
The victim?
The victim into a cell.
If Schwarz didn't see the victim, did he know they had the wrong man? What did he know?
Well, this game gets more interesting, huh?
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of a big air raid. We wanted to be underground. We hoped that we would be safer.
Ow!
What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich. Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
Interesting.
How many people were in your local group?
Around 10, but we were never all present at the same time due to shifts and different responsibilities. 11, 12. No, we were down to 11 then. The Gestapo took Ludolf back in January.
So the Gestapo threat wasn't something new. So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it? Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to prove? I will file a formal complaint.
That will not be necessary, Mr. Kiebitz. My superior knows quite well that I am up for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this job. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kiebitz.
Goodbye, Miss Katz.
I should update Mr. Bauer. I need some additional files. According to the suspects, the shooting was ordered by the deceased Mr. Schwarz. But I saw no copy of such an order in the original case's files.
That's weird. I'll look into it right away. Anything else?
There's a chance that Mr. Schwarz did not see the victim himself. If that's the case, my question is, what did he see? What did he know when he ordered the execution? I'm going to need whatever files would have been on his desk on that day. All that he could know about the victim. Arrest report, personal file, records, intake forms, whatever there is.
That's quite a wide net. I'm on it, of course.
I need information on the equipment used by the local group. Weapons, mainly. As bureaucratic as the NSDAP was, they must have kept some sort of record.
On it. Anything else?
Any updates on the suspect's personnel files?
I've made the Berlin's as
I need you to...
Of course.
Please invite Mr. Schickert next.
We'll reach out. Oh, and did you have the chance to talk to Mr. Wohlmuth yet? He found the blueprint of the old brewery that you might find useful. It's where the district office was located at the time of Mr. Naumann's arrest.
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Well, I'm sure glad that is over. A second more and I might have punched him myself. I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother.
Miss Katz. Welcome.
Good day, Mr. Wohlmuth.
Actually, before you start, would you mind if for a change I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Am I wrong or have you and our resident pessimist met before? I mean Simon, or Mr. Peters, if you prefer.
What's wrong with my... Is my stream dead? Can someone tell me if I'm lagging?
We do know each other. Not closely, but enough. We study together. So yes, we've met before.
Was he always this much of an ass?
He actually got better, if you'd believe it.
No.
Really? He was much worse. So, what about you?
Me?
What do you make of him?
Oh, he's a
thank you.
nasty piece of work. Unpleasant to be around. He makes everyone around him miserable.
Oh,
But he's a capable prosecutor. Very capable indeed. I'm glad he's on our side. Anyways, is there something else I can help you with?
Paula told me you have something for me. Some sort of blueprint?
Right. Let me just see, where did I put it? What a mess. I've been just buried in all of these papers since morning.
Alright, thank you.
Altöttinger Straße 35.
What?
There we go. As we can hardly access the original crime scenes, blueprints like this ones are our second best thing. They are what you will be using in court to reconstruct your case.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
It's not a problem at all. So, who do you think did it?
I'm sorry?
The old man who shot him.
Who ordered? Okay. Who shot? This one did.
I think it could have been Schickert.
And is that what your witness told you?
Yes, it is.
Just remember, you can't always trust what they say.
I
People lie,
know.
misremember, make honest mistakes, even more so when they're potential suspects. Our role isn't to retell their testimonies in court, but to build theories of what actually happened, which might be different from what any witness tells you.
I know.
But here you go. That shouldn't keep you
Thank
worry.
you.
anytime.
The door is locked.
Of course, it's always locked.
Miss Katz,
Did you see Miss...
I wish I did. He got a call and had to leave. Urgently. Murmuring something about Argentina, of all places.
Guess I won't be updating him today. Thank you, Paula. There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Argentina. Look at these fuckers. Just like random. वो होता है ना.
But on her first case.
Still, functioning free press is simply crucial to the...
Wait, shh, I think she's coming up. Good morning, Miss Katz. Have you seen the news yet?
So, what...
Oh, there's an article in today's Blatt. Have you seen it?
That tabloid?
That might still be too nice a word for them.
a filthy rag slandering you with lies, Miss Katz.
Right.
Good.
1 second.
Yes, that's exactly
Hello,
the reaction.
Yash.
No reaction. They aren't worth worrying about. Don't
I need
even
to
give
order
it a
chicken.
second thought, Miss Katz. It's lies. All of it.
They can write about me all they want. I'll just keep doing the work.
That's right. Though it's quite popular, and there might be consequences.
Oh shit. I can also order dairy milk then. Yum.
Miss Katz!
Okay. Let's continue now.
With so many smokers here, I doubt this office will ever be free of this. They are supposed to be good for you, though. That's what my doctor said.
Oh shit, yeah, that time people used to think smoking's good for you. Okay, I don't know how it's possible that the previous prosecution... Okay, we got the order. Arrested for his involvement this... So he did order for the execution, prisoner... Okay. Okay, we have all weapons also. Nice. It's set after the World War. It's in the year 1956, where you are tracking, you are kind of prosecuting the crimes of Nazis because they got away with it. So we are reopening case files and we are prosecuting them.
Yes, Paula?
The witness you asked me to contact, Carl Schickert.
Thank you.
Chalo, aa gaya.
Mr. Schickert, I didn't expect you yet.
Arriving on time means you're 15 minutes late.
I'm glad you're so cooperative. Thank you for coming. My name is Esther Katz. I am the prosecutor in charge. I'll cut
It's
right
a very
to the
interesting
chase.
game.
What happened on the 28th of April back in 45?
So, you're finally reopening the case, aren't you?
You seem excited about this. What is it to you?
Let me put it this way. I still have a score to settle. It is time for some gentleman to answer for what happened back then.
Just to be clear, you are referring to?
Kibitz and local group leader Faltmann.
So, your superior and your colleague. What had happened?
On that day, Faltmann, Kibitz and I had captured an alleged insurgent. We had taken him to the district office and locked him in a cell. It was an old man.
Was his name Hans Naumann?
It's more than 10 years ago. I'm pretty certain that this was his name, yes.
Please describe the situation.
Shortly after, the two men came out. Pointing to the cells, the district leader gave the command.
What kind of command?
He ordered us to shoot the prisoner.
So Schwartz asking to shoot was
Can you tell me
true.
more about your local group?
We mainly wrote reports and helped in the district where help was needed.
Spending entire days in the damp cellar. He must have been bored and tried to pass the time. Were your group's actions documented?
Certainly, but that wasn't my task. District leader Schwartz took care of it. But most of those files were destroyed.
That's
unfortunately.
crazy.
If somebody did stay with Schwartz, it could have been documented somewhere.
The district leader returned to his office together with Mr. Kibitz. Mr. Feldman asked me to follow him. Together we walked down the corridor to the cell where the old man was kept.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
We were in permanent contact with all the other Bavarian groups.
How did you make sure you had enough electricity?
We had a generator for power outages and oil lamps.
His testimony matches with the other one.
We had these oil lamps everywhere. In the bathroom, in the living room, in the kitchen. What did Mr. Feldman do?
The group leader raised his voice.
Do you remember his words?
He told me to shoot the prisoner.
And did you shoot the prisoner?
No, I did not. The man was clearly innocent.
How did you come to this conclusion?
He was accused
welcome
of...
back.
What was it again? I remember someone mentioning it.
Just a second, I have that somewhere. According to this block warden's report, Mr. Naumann had torn down a Reich flag and beaten up the block warden.
Yes, that was it. Look, the man we had captured there. I'd have counted him lucky if he was able to get out of bed every morning. Besides, group leader Feldman himself had said earlier that we had only taken him hostage. Him and Kibitz had hoped that the perpetrator would turn himself in if they held the old man hostage.
Why did they assume that?
The fact that these
Because
kind
the
of things
perpetrator
actually
was
happened.
the son of the old man. That's what they believed, at least.
So they had hoped the son would come to get his father released?
Exactly.
But you didn't think their plan would work?
Doesn't matter what I was thinking. You can't just go and take a fellow German hostage.
How did your superior take your refusal?
Not well. He yelled, and I argued.
Do you remember your words?
I told him that it made no sense and that we should refrain from doing that. Group leader Feldman then threatened me. He said he'd report me to the Gestapo, that I would be severely punished, possibly killed.
I
But
do
you
not
still
understand
refused.
that language.
I did. I just couldn't do it.
So he didn't shoot.
I left the room. Outside the cell,
Ow,
I
ow,
met
ow.
Kibitz, who was about to enter, a gun in his hand, cocked. The next thing I hear is the shot.
Who prepared the cells for prisoners?
A few colleagues from the local group. It did not take much to set up.
Why?
With a bucket and a mattress, it was done.
Did prisoners ever stay longer?
A couple of days maximum. They were here for interrogations.
Just a bucket and that's it?
They were prisoners.
No. When did I say my back hurts?
I can still hear the air raid siren in my head. I remember Mom waking me up. Pack your things, get into the basement. How did the members of your group spend their free time?
They went drinking together. Not me though. I don't drink. I prefer being home early and
Oh
getting a
no,
healthy
it wasn't my
sleep.
back.
Were there any other prisoners at that time?
No. The old man was the only one that day.
Was it common for prisoners to be executed?
No. We were a local group, not the SS.
Yeah.
For how long did Mr. Feitman talk to Mr. Schwarz?
It was just a short meeting. Maybe for a couple of minutes.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of the big air raid. We wanted to be underground. We hoped that
Very
we would be
interesting.
safer there.
If you like investigations, then you will enjoy this game. Otherwise, you won't. ध्यान
So what
देना
you are
पड़ता है.
saying is that Mr. Kiebitz shot him.
He did indeed. I know it.
But why would he do that? What was his reason?
What do I care about his reason? What he did was wrong.
Like, it's not
That's
for
why I'm
everybody,
glad
obviously.
The case has been reopened. You break the rules, you get punished. That's the way it should be.
We will make sure the right people face the consequences, Mr. Schickert. Thank you for coming in.
The pleasure is all mine. Goodbye, Miss Katz.
Interesting. The suspects contradict each other in multiple aspects. I should see if I can make some sense of this on the blueprint and get this meeting with Peters over with.
Miss Katz, there was a call for you. Actually, it was multiple calls.
Bye.
Yes, Paula?
It's your mother.
Did something happen? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, everyone is doing fine. More than that, splendid.
Right.
She just wanted to talk to her daughter. Now that somebody sure is lying. But who? Can't say I envy your job right now, Miss Katz. Apart from that, how can I help you?
I need you to invite a witness.
Of course.
Just one
Last
man
guy.
left. Alfred Feitman.
Will do, Miss Katz. Apart from that,
Are there any
I suspect I already sound like a broken record. Sadly not.
Okay.
Thank you, Paula.
Here if you...
Let me go speak to her.
Who do I want to...
Katz,
Mom, what happened? You've been calling non-stop.
Essie, are you all right? We've been so worried.
Where is this coming from, Mom?
The tabloid, of course. Didn't you read what that hack wrote about you?
I'm fine, Mom. Really.
But,
I mean it, Mom.
well, all right, if you're sure. You poor thing. I just hope no one else figured out it was all about you. Oh, how embarrassing that would be.
Oh, yes, truly. There is nothing in the world that could be worse, Mother.
Oh, haha, very funny, Essie. Yes, mock your poor mother all you want. People are confused enough about the origin of your father's name as is. Now, with that article, I'm just afraid of what other people might think of our family.
I see.
But enough of that. Let's focus on the now. I have wonderful news, Essie.
What? You can't just...
I just invited the Müllers for coffee this Saturday.
We were just talking about me destroying our family. And now you want to tell me all about the Müllers?
Oh, don't be like that. You have to come. I'm dying to show off my smart daughter.
Who are the Müllers? Do I even know them?
I don't think you have met them yet. They just moved into the piano floor of the house opposite.
Wait, did the Webers move out?
No, the other house. The Langs.
Oh, ये
You
क्या हो गया?
remember the Langs, right? Thomas Langs. He used to work at the bank. You used to play with their daughter. Black hair,
Oh
a
no.
ponytail, always got her dress dirty. I just can't remember her name.
Fuck.
I really don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, I can't this weekend.
Oh, what a pity. The Müllers are really nice people. And they have this good-looking son.
Mom!
All right, just mentioning it. No ulterior motives. Another weekend then. Are you free the week after?
I need to get back to work now, Mom.
A shame.
Sure. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. ये हो गया. Now what's my task? Let me quickly check. Oh yes.
Who do I want to...
Well,
Esther Katz speak.
Miss Katz, I take it your sparring with Mr. Peters went well?
We didn't get around to it yet.
See that you do. Now,
I've interrogated 2 of our suspects. They contradict each other in almost all of their claims. Can't even agree on who was present for the murder. Yet at the same time, both testimonies share many similarities.
please elaborate.
They agree on the events, if not on their roles. Both claim Schwarz gave the order, that somebody tried to resist but was threatened, that one of them shot. But was it Schickert or Kiebitz? That's where the accounts differ.
To be expected. At least we have a rather reliable timeline. Very well, considering the nature of this investigation, I'd say. It's still proceeding apace. One
Yay.
suspect left, either him or the files. Which would leave us with one final issue. Court, once you've heard the final testimony, you need to prepare to present your case. That means, as mentioned, Mr. Peters will help you out. It will help you to familiarize yourself. We cannot afford to fail at court. That's why I urge you to start. Once you hear from all I hope it's all clear.
Of course.
चलो पीटर भाई से बात कर लेते हैं.
Oh, fuck! Jesus, Katz. I don't have time for our little trial. Go, sort.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I cannot reconstruct right now. So I don't have anything now. I can go to my blueprint and reconstruct. Okay, who ordered the execution? जब यहाँ पे थे, he's the one that gives the order. We know this. Altman, Nickett went over here. Schwartz went to his office that time. I don't know. Can we call it a day? We can actually, nice.
Oh, good you're here. Mr. Peters asks me every 5 minutes where you are and when you're coming. Not only Peters' patient.
Is everything okay?
I don't want to sound unprofessional,
Yeah.
but working with him is a pain at times. Why does he always have to be so rude?
I don't know what his problem is, but I have little hope that it will ever get better.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
So, the dead flies on my desk. Your handiwork.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think so. How are we going to do that?
I will act as defense and court, and you will do your part.
What do you mean exactly?
You are Esther Katz, the famous prosecutor. No case too hard, no challenge too high. Remember?
I don't know. I don't know what to
You present
do.
your prosecution, support your conclusions with evidence, and win the case. And I'm trying. Should be a piece for one.
Okay. All right.
His execution was ordered by Herbert Schwarz, the district leader for the city of Munich. As the senior member of the NSDAP involved in the crime, he bears the main responsibility for Mr. Norman's death. Mr. Schwarz is unfortunately deceased, and as such cannot be This does not, however, absolve...
Objection. According to the witness statement, it was Mr. Schickert who gave the order.
Certainly, Miss. If you would take a look at...
Where is it? Bro, where are my files? Hello?
This document clearly states that it was Mr. Schwarz who gave the order.
Not bad cuts, but not great either. If that's all the prosecution can come up with, the case is as good as lost. Knowing the right answers is often not enough to win your case. You also need to form the right conclusions. And because you can back them up with evidence. A valid conclusion is always based on several clues. The one clue we are very certain is true is that Schwarz gave the command. So your conclusion should be based. Open your case file.
Oh, no one told me I'm still muted. My bad. Now I need to find something where it's mentioned by name. Be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay.
I think I got it.
This doesn't work.
That's fine. I don't want to do this right now. Can I not do this right now? Like... अच्छा करना ही पड़ेगा मेरे को. I see. अबे यार, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. People keep ringing my bell. What am I supposed to do? Anyway. This is still wrong, by the way.
Just as I feared.
Ew, never. I don't have the paper or what? I cannot withdraw yet. Can this work? I should, right? Normal dairy milk. I'm dumb. Ow, sorry. Can I please just go back, Pura? Oh, there is a lot of paperwork. So we have this that I put. We have this. It should be enough.
Just as I feared, your task was to link further documents proving not, then let's hope...
I understand.
Enough better.
What now?
You can't finish your theory before hearing that last witness. Personally, I like to be prepared. But I...
Peters?
Cuts?
There's nothing left for me to do.
I just want to meet... Exactly. Please, let me just meet the last person. Oof. That was horrible. I'm missing a document. Was I
Good
meant
morning,
to
Miss
fail
Katz.
that?
Oh, and there was a letter for you.
Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh shit. Jewish pig. We know where you live. We know what you do. We are watching day and night. We see you. Fuck. Threats आ रहे भाई मेरे को. Whoopsie. Hi.
Miss Katz. Mr. Feldman has just arrived.
Was there anything unusual about this letter? Did you notice anything off?
Off?
Was it brought in normally? Delivered personally? Or, I don't know, anything?
Can't say. It came with the post, like letters do. Is everything all right?
It was a threat letter.
A threat? The... Oh.
It is a messed up one.
Oh dear.
It's... Can't say I wasn't warned about this job. Professional risk, right?
Still, if there is anything I can do...
Okay, last guy's here. Yep. They're mad.
Mr. Feldman, my name is Esther Katz. I am investigating the death of Hans Naumann in 1945.
What are you investigating? The case has been closed.
New evidence has come to light. My department and I are checking whether the case needs to be reopened.
Sounds like wasting the German state's money. Just one question. Your name, Esther Katz. Are you Jewish?
I don't see how this is relevant, Mr. Feldman.
Oh, I'm just curious, but I see I must have touched a nerve.
Mr. Feldman, please tell me what happened on April 28, 1945.
My superior asked me to arrest some sort of insurgent. A simple task I gave to my subordinates. I was quite surprised when I saw who they brought. I asked if they were sure they got the right man. But Schickard insisted, so we took him back to the district office. Schickard and Kiebitz waited in the corridor as I spoke with the district leader, Mr. Schwarz. But he dismissed my doubts. Alfred, my man, you worry too much. It wasn't my place to doubt his decision, I thought. So we left his office and he gave the order.
What did he say?
That for his crimes against the German people, the prisoner was to be executed.
How did the men react?
I can't recall. It has been quite a while. I think they were a bit uncertain. Kiebitz, at least. I wanted to discuss the order further, but Schwarz went back to his office.
Can you tell me more about your local group?
We were Schwarz's hands, so to speak, while most local groups were responsible for...
Was the victim your only prisoner at the time?
It's been almost 15 years, for God's sake, woman.
11.
You can't honestly expect me to remember details like that.
What happened after Mr. Schwarz left the hallway?
We went to the captive. Kiebitz, Schickard, and I. I was hesitant, of course, but again, it wasn't my place to question Mr. Schwarz. And let's be honest, in those times, heads rolled pretty quickly for defying orders.
कितना झूठ बोल रहा है सब? Who's lying? Who's not? Hi, I'm gonna have to read the files over and over now.
Surrounding local groups?
Of course. Or what was left of it.
See these things?
A brewery cellar seems a weird...
Often we didn't. We had to rely... Then we entered the cell and I saw the captive up close. How I realized I just couldn't follow through with it. I told my men to stop.
What did you tell them?
That this could not have been our man. We had to convince the district leader to reconsider.
Did they?
All of them are lying. They're all shifting. They're saying I did not do it. The other one saying I did not do it. I was defying. वैसे करके they're shifting पूरा वो.
The place was a brewery. Did you prepare the cells for...
Not personally, but... The man was a maniac. Usually harmless.
So I have to rely on evidence now.
But at that point he had this fanatical look on his face.
What did he say to you?
That he would report me to the Gestapo. Now, you know what that would mean, but that didn't matter. I knew Mr. Schwarz. I knew he would understand.
And what does adequately mean?
It's been a while, miss. And I can't say it was something...
How long were the prisoners usually kept there?
Can't say. It depended on the case. However long it took for
And the
justice to
fucked
be
up...
served.
1 second. The worst part is, shit like this actually happened. Like, sure, I'm just playing a game, but like these things happened. They've just changed the names and all. But like these things happened.
I ordered Schickard to stay put and left the cell, looking for the district leader. I was certain I could...
Did you succeed?
I didn't get the chance. I was halfway through the hallway when I heard it. A gunshot. Schickard had gone through with the execution.
But you weren't in that room, you stated.
Right. But it must have been him. He was so persistent about following the order.
Interesting. Clearly, I think he's lying.
Did the group members drink on duty?
It was clearly forbidden. We did our best to enforce this rule even in those days. But most likely they still did.
What amazing
Just learned to
storytelling.
hide
I
it
really
well.
like it.
What about you? What was your role in the district?
As a group leader, I made sure Mr. Schwartz and the party's will were enforced in the city. He needed somebody he could
And yeah, we're done with this. We're done with this.
When did you move to the cellar?
2 months back, mid-February, after those pigs burned Dresden.
So, just to confirm, Mr. Schickard shot while you were not in the room any longer?
That is correct. And that is all I know.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Feldman.
I take back what I said and...
Abe, who is... Sorry. Well, I like to play games. Maybe that's why.
The beginning, Miss Katz. Perhaps it is right to reopen this case after all. Have a good evening, miss.
That's all the witnesses. Let's see if I can make some sense of this.
So, I know it doesn't balance out the morning. One word.
Did the document center come through?
Here you go.
Finally.
Personal files for Kibitz, Schickard, and Feldman.
Finally.
Right? Just, I know that you have just questioned the... With a few calls, I might be able to get hold of, but I would need to do so right now.
There's no need, Paula. I better get back to the Esther Kat speaking.
Rats, again.
Hello?
My cat is being stupid.
Anybody
nothing
here?
else.
Great. Not disconcerting.
Right, so where are my documents? The new ones? Ah, there we go. हाँ बैकग्राउंड में है कुछ nope. I still can't find where the order might be, you know. Well, yes, this game is based that time, na? अबे कौन है ये?
Esther Katz?
Essie, it's good to hear your voice. I hope I'm not disturbing you. I didn't like... I know your mother's little parties are hard enough on you already. I shouldn't have brought up your work in the first place. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose my temper like that.
Thank you, Father. But please, I'd like you to accept and respect the choices I make for my own career.
I will try, Prosecutor Katz. With that said, I'm calling because of a different matter. It's close, isn't it? Your first...
I hope it goes well.
Oh, nerves. I remember that whenever I was feeling trepidation about a case, I'd go over every little detail.
Thank you.
But I'm sorry, but please, it's not too late to leave.
I would like to see this through, Dad.
I see.
By the way, there's some...
Anything.
Were you ever sent threats?
That's a very...
Please, Dad. It's important.
All right, well, a few times. Just don't tell you. God knows that's the last thing she needs.
Right. Thank you.
What brought this all on?
It's nothing, just idle curiosity. I have to go now.
Good luck,
Miss Katz!
Yo.
It's really freezing in here. And the heater doesn't need to remember to bring...
I don't need to be here. Ugh, I need to talk to this guy.
What?
He hates me. I hate him.
Bad time?
Not like there's any other. But yes. Tell me, Katz, have you... has...
Not that I know of.
No help, unsurprisingly.
So, what is this about?
Hi, Taku.
Someone was here. Don't. Just someone going through my documents, through my files, through my cases.
Why do you think someone was here?
I have my ways of knowing.
That's just...
Right.
Chodo, I
Oh,
don't
for...
wanna-
Yes, right.
So, what can we do?
Well, we... Wait. You believe me? That's... Thank you. I think. Right. What now?
What do you have here anyway? What's the case?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
What?
You haven't exactly inspired confidence, but as much as I hate it, just in case. And it's not like you can be my thief. So what's the harm?
Oh, Peters. Are you trying to say you trust me?
Don't kid yourself. After the showing you did, you'll have to work really hard to earn any level of trust. But this isn't the first time someone spied on my work. It started long before you joined. So, at least in this case, you're not a suspect.
I'm all ears.
What do you know about the camps?
Enough to know I'd rather not learn more.
If only we had that luxury. Imagine this. Hundreds, or even 1,000 prisoners per barrack. A block of those surrounded by electrified barbed wire. Overcrowded, makeshift wooden structures as the only place to sleep. Cold, cramped quarters. Hunger, illness, vermin, death. Children, women, old people, it made no difference. All forced to do brutally hard labor. And worse. Then there's the rest of the camp. A moat along the border, followed by 2 layers of, again, electrified fences and walls. Watchtowers along the entire length, of course, with searchlights and machine guns. And here, get to the case. Should anyone try to escape, camp guard were on strict orders to immediately shoot to kill. No warning shots, no nothing. Just kill the prisoner. Any hesitation would be punished. But the number of such incidents is... it's far too high. It just doesn't add up.
What do you mean, for fun?
There was this thing some guards liked to do. They'd grab a cap from a prisoner, be it a random one in their lineup or some poor man that looked at them wrong. Then, they would throw the cap and order him to run and get it. As soon as he did, bam, shot in an escape attempt. And if he didn't, still, bam, shot for refusing orders.
Alright, so you need to prove they lied. How do you do it?
You're thinking too small. It's not just the guard, not just what they did. It's that they were allowed to do it. Do you really think their superiors didn't know what was happening? Do you think it was some kind of unauthorized behavior? Rest assured, it was very authorized. So yes, We need to prove they lied, that they murdered the prisoners. But more importantly, I, need to prove who knew about it and allowed it to happen. And let me tell you, the suspect list, it's something.
That is actually insane.
Miss Katz, I
believe I'm
right. I hope we can get. Shall we go to?
Let's go to...
Okay, wish me luck, guys. This is my first case. I'm probably gonna get everything wrong, but we'll try my best.
It's time.
Like, this game has been like this case has been one giant tutorial. But again, I don't know if I'm doing it the right way.
Court is in session. In the case of the German people against members of NSDAP local group Munich, the defendants stand accused of the murder of Hans Naumann. Judge Ernst Braun presiding, with counsel Esther Katz speaking for the prosecution.
Hi, Jared.
Counsel
I'm nervous.
Scham representing the defendants Kiebitz and Faltmann.
I hope I can read
And
the files and make the
counsel
conclusion while I am in
representing the
court.
defendant Schickert.
Because I didn't know how to do that.
How do you plead?
Innocent.
It's not guilty.
Not guilty then.
Not guilty, of course. This whole investigation is a farce.
Not guilty, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry.
I call on the prosecution. Miss Katz, it's time to present your theory.
Let's see.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hans Naumann was innocent. This bears repeating. Innocent. And yet he was taken from his own home and killed. Executed for another man's crimes. That this case has remained closed for so long is a clear failure of the justice system. A failure that we must put right. Mr. Chairman, on April 28th, Hans Naumann was shot dead. Taken from his house under false pretenses, he was brought to the temporary location of the district office. He was locked in a brewery cellar.
That's cool.
A damp storage room adapted into a makeshift cell.
But is it
That's
confirmed
where,
out?
shortly later, he would be killed.
Right. Yeah, we did this, right? We did this.
His execution was ordered by Herbert Schwarz, the district leader for the city of Munich. As the senior member of the NSDAP involved in the crime, he bears the main responsibility for Mr. Naumann's death. Mr. Schwarz is unfortunately deceased and as such cannot be tried. This does not, however, absolve his subordinates of their culpability.
Oh.
Thank you, Ms. Katz.
So
Does
nobody's
the
people are
defense
playing
have
it?
anything
Nice.
to add?
No, Mr. Chairman. We agree with the version presented by the prosecution.
See, it was all Schwarz.
That's right, we were just following his orders.
Silence. Mr. Scham, please remind your defendants of the appropriate behavior in court. Let the record show that the prosecution and defense are in agreement. Let's proceed. Ms. Katz?
Okay, do I have time for this? Fuck. No, I got this. I'm gonna get the whole thing wrong, guys. I fucked up. I cannot open this right now. Can I? Fuck, dude, I can't believe I fucked this up. Can I withdraw? करना ही पड़ेगा.